are you? It's Morgan here. I'm sitting here with Lisa. Lisa's over here. And we're just going to talk to Lisa about her little adventure and sort of getting into the SOLO Tasman crossing. So we've got a few questions that we're going to ask Lisa today. First of all, Lisa, how long have you been sailing for?
I started sailing when I was 20, so about 8 years.
8 years. Awesome.
Almost full time the whole time though, since I discovered sailing.
And with that sailing, like, has it been sort of like a bit offshore, or it's mainly been sort of like racing and stuff quite close?
Mostly
to
offshore
shore?
racing, and then sort of I was skippering a yacht on the Whitsundays, so tour guide kind of work on charter yachts. And then I raced in the Clipper around the world yacht race, which is the majority of my experience, was the 40,000 nautical miles there. So.
Awesome. So you have a bit of experience out there, sort of know what you're going into and that sort of thing?
Yeah. I expect to have seen worse than what we'll get this trip. So.
Awesome. And I hear that your qualifying was actually coming over here. So you've actually left Australia and sailed all the way over here, and here you are, you're going to go back.
Yes, I only actually got the boat a couple of weeks, 2 weeks before I left to sail it here, and I hadn't been sailing on it before. Hadn't even got the sails up yet until the day I was leaving the harbour, and then off I went. So hadn't been solo sailing before either. So
now I've just got to get this correct. Like, did you actually get your boat by posting on Facebook?
Yeah, it went up on
How did that go?
mysailing.com and Sail News and all those kind of online forums, and I just had a media friend who put an article out for me through the online media, and got it picked up. So had a couple of different offers come through from total strangers, and I had written a blog for these guys when I sailed around the world in the Clipper race, so they're fairly familiar with my experience, and he offered me his boat straight away. So it's been fantastic.
Awesome. And tell us a little bit more about your boat, like what size is it and stuff. I mean, how old is the boat?
So it's a 2005 model. It's a Vanderstat 37,
Yep.
Aluminium hull. It's fractional sloop rig, and it's got quite a large mainsail area. It's the tallest rig out of sort of my class size of boats in this race, so that's good. That's about it. 37 feet.
Awesome. And have you got a little goal in your mind about sort of how long you want to take? You know, you got a time zone in your mind that you want to beat or anything like that?
To be honest, I haven't even looked at it. So
Yeah.
I wish I had had the time to look at it, but I've been so busy just trying to get the boat turned around. I got here late with quite a lot of damage from the passage across, and I've been just struggling to get it ready to go again. So I haven't had the chance to sit down and do all my routing and weather information. I mean, if 8 days would be optimum, 8 days would be really good crossing. 10 days would be probably more likely, even 12 with the slight winds hanging around. It depends if we park up in the high pressure system or not. So just have to see what's coming after it. There's plenty of 20 knots after this high moves over, and it should be following us. So it should
Awesome.
be a nice run in.
Well, we wish you all the best, mate, and thank you so much for your time. I know you're busy and stuff like that.
Yeah,
And good luck. I hope you get there.
Thanks.
Cool. I've got the chance to jump on board Shillong with Bob over here, and Bob is attempting the solo crossing for the third time now, so we're pretty privileged to be sitting on board Shillong with Bob. He's been giving Corey a few little tricks, a few tips when he comes into Mooloolaba. So I'm really grateful that you've got the time, Bob, that you can share with us and stuff. So this is your third trip across. What year was your first one? When did you decide to
1990,
go?
and a little boat, a Marauder, Alan Wright Marauder, 27'6" long, and that took me 13 and a half days, but we had headwinds the whole way, so it was quite a struggle. The winds varied from nothing to, at one stage we had 55 knots when the front came through. So probably the worst was only 3 to 4 hours, and then torrential downpour, which I was screaming for, because for the moment you get a torrential downpour like that, it flattens the sea.
Okay.
And then I was back into action again. Yeah.
What made you decide, hey, I want to give this a crack, you know?
I'd wanted to do it for 25 years, since I was ever a young fella. Couldn't, because I was married and had children to get through school and that. And eventually I found myself at an age, financial, that I could build the boat. I built it over 3 years and then did the race. So it was just something that I'd always wanted to do. It's I can't say why.
Yeah.
Why do people climb Mount Everest? Why do people run marathons? We sail the oceans.
Yeah.
In 90 we didn't have GPS, or sat-nav hadn't long been in, which gave you a position about every 4 hours on the Australian coast, and that was marvellous because from all my sailing life I've navigated by sextant, and to have a position day or night about every 4 hours on the Australian coast was marvellous. Now we don't think, I mean, you have chart plotters, GPS, you don't, I'm still old fashioned as far as weather. It's basically look out the window and gut instinct to a certain extent. Once we depart here, I've got no further weather routing or anything like that. You can read the wind, you read the clouds, you've got your barometer and a little bit of knowledge, you can normally keep yourself safe. That's what it's all about, arrive safely. I won't be the first to, but I want to arrive in one piece.
Awesome, Bob. Well, hey mate, thank you very much for your time, and all the best. Good luck.
Thank you.
How are you, Corey?
I'm good, Stone lager in hand, can't complain.
For sure, man.
No, we're all pretty much ready to go. I'm not complaining with the delays, give me a couple more days to get things sorted, but everything's ready to go now, so yeah.
It's all been pretty mixed feelings, eh? Like with a lot of the guys around the place.
Yeah.
Waiting and
some wanted to go, some didn't. I was just kind of sticking with what the committee wanted to do, and but no, it was for the best. I think the weather's still windy. We'll be all right out there today, but it's going to be a lot better tomorrow. So.
Be nice to see that swell just drop a little bit for you, eh?
Yeah, it would be. But if we got the wind, it'll be all right.
Yeah, so we see you got a big bag of goodies over there. Look at that.
Got so much chocolate, it's not funny. If I can get through that by the time I get to Aussie, I'll be doing well, I think. It's only 2 weeks.
Yeah. How many sails do you actually have on board? What's your number?
I think I have 13.
13 sails.
13 sails, yep. 4 of them are downwind sails, so they're reaching sails and spinnakers. And then four upwind sails, 2 of which you guys have painted, and the other 2 that aren't painted are the storm sails, the ones that are the shit at windy sails really. Yeah, and then the mainsail, and then the trysail. Yeah, so yeah, it works out that if from 0 to 10 knots upwind, I carry my big fractional 0, and then from there I fill to the blade, which is up on the main furler, the 204S furlex, and then from there that has 1 reef point in it, so I give it a half furl, lock it off, and then that stays there to a number 3, which should take me through to hopefully about 25-30 knots, and then from there upwind anyway, go to a number 4, and then storm jib. It's all going to be counted with the main, of course, reducing that with the reefs. But then I've got all my kites, spinnakers, they're all masthead. I won't be using them in anything over 15, just too much work, and I have to drive the boat, the autopilot can't steer it. And then I have a masthead Jenica, which I can take to about 15 knots, and then I've got a fractional one, so reaching sails anyway. So yeah, we've got a lot of sails, but it's all set up pretty easy for me on furlers, which helps.
That's the one, eh? I guess it's all about your prep before you even leave the marina, eh? Like, I see you've got one of your roller furlings up already. Will you put the other one up as well?
The big one is down here in that white bag. It's not up there all the time. It's only up there when I need it to stop damage of the sails. So if it gets light, I just go up, hook it up, and then sail with it. And if it gets too heavy, furl it up and then take it back down to stop the damage on it. Yeah.
So for instance, tomorrow, you start at 1 o'clock. Any idea where you want to be on the start line? Like,
I'd love to have a good start, but I'm probably, a lot of the bigger boats are not as manoeuvrable as mine, and I should be able to, if I get the time right and everything like that, I should be able to have a good start. But if I don't get the time right, the start for an ocean race isn't as crucial. The tactics going over there is going to be the big thing. But I'd like to have a good start and be out there in front. The bigger boats are going to wait back, like the trimarang and that, so they've got clear air to start in, and then they'll just whiz past us and they'll be out of there. So yeah.
Awesome. Well, Corey, mate, from all of us at Marine Shield and all the family and friends that are out there and that, just good luck, mate, and go hard, and we wish you a safe voyage, man. We'll be following you on Yellow Brick,
yeah, on the Solo Trans-Tasman website. So,
awesome.
And there'll be updates on the Facebook page. So, yeah.
Cheers, mate. All the best.
Cheers, Morgan.